again to kick it. On today's episode, we look at pizza, ninjas, and the dark side of being indie friendly. First off, congrats to Dear God for getting almost double its funding goal with $51,000. And stretch goals mean it's coming out now on Ouya, Wii U, and Xbox One. A Hat in Time is still chugging along. While still no update on the game's beta release, the crew did recently show how well things are going. While they originally planned to release the game back in Q2 of this year, because of all the new content, they've had to push it back to a when it's done position. Dark Deception, a first-person horror game in the style of Pac-Man, with absolutely terrifying evil monkeys, was cancelled 2/3 the way through its campaign, only raising $1,000 of its $50,000 goal. Its developers, Glowstick Games, noted in an update that it had become apparent they made some mistakes, and decided to quickly pull the plug. They have plans to relaunch later, and honestly, the game does look promising. Anything that makes PewDiePie piss himself is a good game in my books.
Ah! What the fuck is that? What is that? What is that?
And lastly, the Potato Salad Kickstarter made $55,000. And I hope he chokes on it. Who here likes pizza? What about ninjas? What about the ladies? Well, what happens when you combine all three? You get Ninja Pizza Girl. A game right here in Australia, up in New Seville, Queensland, by a family-founded team called Disparity Games, with a husband who I swear looks like Andrew Denton. Anyway, this side-scrolling platformer is set in the distant future where the only way to deliver a pizza on time is by teenage ninjas. You play as Gemma, who is delivering for her family's local pizza parlor and must run at breakneck speeds, land properly, dodge oncoming obstacles, and avoid enemies. Who are these enemies? Robots? Aliens? Nope! Other teenage ninjas, working for a mega corporation and who will laugh at you and mock you. So, basically just being pricks. Playing the pre-alpha, I found it handled very well, and obviously the game takes major inspiration from Mirror's Edge. As for funding, they are currently asking for $35,000 to finish the game. And as of filming this, they have raised around $28,000 or 80% of their goal. KickTrack has them right now missing their goal by only a few $1,000s. Keep in mind though, KickTrack only goes by the current trend. We all know what the last few days are usually like. But by the time this episode airs, the campaign will have ended. So here's hoping they reach their goal. The next major crowdfunding site next to Kickstarter is Indiegogo, which unlike the previous, offers flexible funding, where even if the goal isn't met, the project still gets all money raised. Which leads us to The Letter by Treefall Studios. Originally asking for $5,000 for their horror Wii U exclusive title, in the end received $300. And holy crap! So we launched the game with You know, as a Wii U fan, and a person who has a diploma in graphic design. This is beyond offensive. So the game has you finding this letter from your father, who apparently is dead, and okay, stop. Times New Roman. Why don't you just use Comic Sans? The game itself, you can no joke finish in like 10-20 minutes. And for what it's worth, it's only like $2. I for one am loving Nintendo's new stance on indie gaming. Even with Dan Allman, their indie pioneer who was responsible for bringing Cave Story and World of Goo to the Wii, leaving the company recently. But this just may be a reason to pull back just a little. Now, I'm well aware that this game was only being made by 2 people. But what excuse is that, though? We've seen games being made by 2 people, hell, even just 1 person, that have come out better than this. This is where Indiegogo's flexible funding really shows its faults. Sure, it's fine when you miss by like a few $100 or $1,000, but what happens when you only raise less than 10% of your goal? I mean, you've got the money, you are still obliged to make the game. But what I see here is the absolute minimum. If this was a school project, it would barely be a passing grade. I think it's the fact that it's on Wii U is what's the most frustrating to me. If this was on, say, the Ouya, I'd probably give it more of a pass. I want to say these guys are admirable for even trying, but I just can't. And to top it all off, they have started a new Indiegogo campaign, with flexible funding of course, for a new Wii U game called Maze. Stop, please stop. God, it's like a Windows 98 screensaver. Anyway, my rating... No, you know what? No, just no, get that away, no, just no. On a personal note though, congratulations to my friend and new That Guy with the Glasses member, Count Jacula, for making over $2,500 on his Kickstarter for his brand new season. And guess who was one of the funders? Well, with that, I'll see you all next time.